Austin, Texas, Willie Nelson leaves fans in tears with emotional performance. At 92 years old, Willie Nelson remains one of America's most enduring music legends. But last night in Austin, Texas, the country icon delivered a performance that has left fans around the world wondering if they had just witnessed his final farewell. When the lights dimmed and Nelson slowly walked onto the stage, the atmosphere shifted instantly. With his weathered guitar Trigger slung across his shoulder, he strummed the first notes of Always on My Mind. The crowd, made up of longtime fans, families, and even fellow musicians, fell completely silent. For a moment it felt less like a concert and more like a sacred gathering, as Nelson's voice carried decades of love, loss, and memory. But it wasn't just the song that brought the audience to tears. It was what came after. As the final chord faded, Nelson stood quietly, looking out over the crowd. His eyes glistened, and in a rare moment of vulnerability, he spoke softly. "I've been blessed to sing these songs my whole life, and to sing them for y'all. When my time comes, I'll take these memories with me." The arena gasped. Some held their hands to their faces. Others cried openly. Fans immediately began to whisper, "Was Willie Nelson saying goodbye?" Though he has faced health battles in recent years, Nelson has always insisted that music keeps him alive. He has long joked that retirement isn't in his vocabulary. Still, last night's emotional pause, combined with the weight of his words, felt different. It felt final. Social media lit up within minutes of the performance. Videos of Nelson's remarks spread rapidly, with fans from around the world posting tributes. "We're not ready to say goodbye," one fan wrote. Another shared, "That wasn't just a show. That was Willie giving us his heart." Whether this was his last performance or simply a moment of deep reflection, one truth remains. Willie Nelson has given generations of fans more than music. He has given them pieces of his soul. And in Austin, under the glow of the stage lights, it seemed as though the legend himself knew that his time in the spotlight is nearing its final verse. Ever been teased that your taste in music feels a little out of date? If the reason is the Highwaymen, consider it the ultimate compliment. You were not just listening to old country records, you were stepping into a moment when four giants, Johnny Cash, Waylon Jennings, Willie Nelson, and Kris Kristofferson, stood side by side and created something timeless. Their bond was more than collaboration. It was a living proof of country music's raw storytelling power, crystallized in their unforgettable anthem, Highwayman. Each verse carries a different voice, a different legend, yet together they weave the story of a spirit reborn through time, an echo of how four unique legacies fused into one unshakable sound. It's a testament to the truth that real artistry never chases trends. It transcends them and becomes legendary. The stage lights of country music have dimmed, not in defeat, but in devotion. At 92, Willie Nelson has chosen to set aside the world's applause to honor the one person who mattered most, her. From the weathered porch of his Luck Ranch, he no longer strums in search of another chart topper. Instead, with his faithful guitar resting in his hands, he shapes a final song, written only for the woman who walked beside him through every storm and sunset. Those fortunate enough to hear fragments of the melody say it feels less like a goodbye to fans and more like a tender promise carried on the wind. A love letter sung from one heart straight into another. In its notes linger the fragrance of wildflowers from their wedding day, and the quiet dust of every back road they traveled together. A song not meant for the stage, but for eternity. Thank you for watching. Don't forget subscribe my channel. See you later.